What's going on? Brock here from Q102, hanging out with the guys of Taproot. Hey-o! Hey-o! That's what it is. I love it. Of course, we're at Pointfest 2012. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us. We were told to talk really loud. So
I can't control the sound of my voice.
Classic. Classic Will Ferrell. Can't go wrong with that, man.
I mean, Chad Smith.
Yeah, there you go.
Go.
No. What, did you guys just see him on, Saturday Night Live?
Yep.
I'll be honest, I was a little let down. He was just on he was just on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
A little disappointed. He didn't bring out any of the old characters.
Well, did you see the Hall of Fame induction?
I did not.
Chad Smith is a spitting image of Will Ferrell.
Identical. Chad Smith, Will Ferrell, doppelganger.
I'm gonna have to Google it. I'm gonna Google that and we'll check it out.
It's really funny.
Yeah.
So now you guys just been, I mean, obviously you guys have been hitting it up hard for a long time. Now you got a new album out, which is
The Episodes.
The Episodes,
yeah.
And the new single, No Surrender. No Surrender, that's right. Now, you know, of course, ask a lot of bands, and especially guys that have been doing as long as you guys have been. You have a sound, you have what people know you for. Is there something that you go into with the studio, you're like, all right, this is what we're going to do, we have a sound, we're going to stick with it, or is it something you guys want to explore with? You guys try and expand on that, explain that process, because I think that's the most interesting thing, especially when you guys have been doing it for so long.
It kind of is more whatever comes out, honestly. I mean,
Now, and is it a collaboration? Everyone kind of pitch in with it?
eventually, yeah,
Okay.
for sure. Yeah, I mean, everyone does their own part, takes it their own way, but I mean, like, when it's being written, if you sit down with a goal, like, we want to try to do this, it's way harder than if you just sit down, jam, see what comes out.
Absolutely.
But we're definitely down to explore, you know, like,
Yeah.
a lot of different sounding records.
Absolutely.
I think it can be summed up with like we had Steph from the Deftones come in and rehearse with us a few days, quite a while back. But he used our equipment and he put the guitar on and strummed the chord, and it was like, that sounds like him.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
He plays on whatever, it's going to sound like Steph.
Absolutely.
So no matter what we want to, how far out we want to get, it's still going to sound like us to some degree. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Now, what's the worst part about making a record?
Just the time off that you're not making any money, I suppose. That would be my answer. It can take a long time.
We've heard a couple, 3 years. One band we talked to, it took them 3 years to get the last record out. I mean,
And a couple of those. Guilty.
Now, in the same aspect, what's your favorite part about making a record? What do you guys, I mean, obviously you have the finished product, which you're happy with, it comes down to, but in the whole process, what do you guys enjoy most about getting in there and getting the studio?
I like seeing just kind of where the song is going to end up, because the way we, when it's written, it's not always going to end up that way. And something it just, it grows and it becomes something different, and just usually, will always just become better and a neater thing. And just like, I don't know, I like you said, the finished product though, but it's like that journey to get there is really cool.
And how it goes.
Yeah, and how it is, and just like kind of knowing, like when you hear the finished product, average fan just hears the finished product, it's like, okay, they know that. But I know where it came from, and it's just that much cooler,
Very cool, very cool. Now, influence-wise, obviously, I mean, Taproot. When you hear Taproot, you know Taproot. End of story. Influence, like, do you guys pull a lot from that? What are some of your influences, and what do you guys try and draw from that to get the finished product?
We've all got, tons of different tastes. I mean,
Probably a lot of like Wham and all that.
I don't know. Take a couple stabs like that, you might hit one.
Yeah. If you said I had a man, you would have had me. No, like, I mean, obviously when we were coming out, late 90s, early 2000s, obviously, it was the Horns, the Deftones, they were like a couple years ahead of us that kind of helped steer us, the Biscuits. Gotta give them a shout out. But, I think we all have different, like, we all grew up on, like, the Slayer, Sepultura, like, the heavier Metallica, all that stuff. Like, Phil listens to Victor plays. Mike listens to a lot of, like, real indie type friggin' rock.
Oh no, it's internet. You say whatever the fuck you want.
Cool.
This is one few times I get to swear. So
We never know. We never know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. And and bringing it all together, and you make that own sound. biggest question is, what do you think is the key in making that record for you guys? You know, every band has their own thing, but for Taproot, what is your key element to make that sound for you guys? That's a deep question. I don't think about it if you have to.
Yeah. Quit school for a reason.
I mean, I think in whether we look at it that way or not, it's an outlet, and it's a way to express emotions and get things out and be creative. And so, you know, what the biggest influence I think is how we're feeling at the time. And
I'd say don't try to be something you're not.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't just be like, it's gonna be this kind of record, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna try to sound like
it's
that.
not I'm gonna do anything,
Yeah.
it's I am.
Yeah.
And here it is.
And then it comes through in the record.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. What's your favorite fast food joint to hit up when you're on the road?
Like most frequent or favorite?
Yeah, I know.
That's a big, because
I'd have to say, I have to say Jimmy John's first.
Jimmy John's
They're like old reliable.
I second that motion.
I love Noodles and Company.
Noodles and Company. Oh, you ritzy bitch. Very good. Now, what's next for Taproot? What do you guys got going on?
We're gonna be joining up with Hurt in like a week. Going
Okay.
out to with them for a little bit, and yeah, just playing a bunch of shows, you know, touring for one new record.
Very good. Very good. Now, is everyone going to grow a mustache? Because that's what I want to see.
I want to hear about that.
I want to hear about, because
I
that
might.
mustache is, that womb room that you have is fantastic. That's what I was
I don't know what else to say about it.
It's a womb room and related.
Yeah, no, my wife will appreciate that. I don't know.
You should walk in the room like, honey, womb room, football or soccer? Football or soccer?
Same thing.
Football?
Yeah.
Same thing, trick question.
C. I like that. Good. C. So we'll go to south of the border. Taco Bell or Del Taco?
Del Taco.
Taco Bell.
Last one, and this one is a tricky one, okay? And I've been kind of going back and forth on which women I should use. Okay, so choose wisely.
Bridget Nielsen.
What way? Now or Bridget Nielsen in the 80s? Because then I might do.
Yes.
Then I might do.
too. She does it now, or Nielsen in the 80s.
We'll do it. Let's go a little bit deeper. Betty White with the lights on, or Rosie O'Donnell with the lights off.
Rosie O'Donnell.
That is the first one.
That is.
And he didn't pause, boy.
Wow.
Boy.
I gotta go Betty White, I think she's a freak.
And she was, you know,
That's
she's
some
been
great-
around.
Bridget Nielsen post-mortem.
Post-mortem?
O'Donnell. Let's focus on the fact that Rosie O'Donnell was brought up, and
Dude, he might be your first.
I can't.
True.
Right? He might be the first.
Or just feeling around, I would feel uncomfortable.
Or second to last.
It's not that. What?
Oh, come on now. Come on. It's fair. You know,
Did you mean Roseanne Barr?
is that better? That's not any better. Roseanne Barr now because she lost all that weight.
Yeah, no, I'm like, she's kind of cute.
Bridget Nielsen.